things that I see on planes, or like food that I don't like, or sometimes when I feel like someone's like acting weird on planes, like I just write everything down. Basically, don't sit next to me on a plane because you're going to be in my book.
Hi, Rita Ora.
Hello.
Welcome to the Energy Star Talk.
Thank you for having me.
There's a bunch of new music coming up.
I know, yeah.
The album is straight ahead, and we already have the new single on the playlist
Thank
at Energy.
you.
Tell us a little bit about the new song, Like You Love Me.
Well, I've been putting out music now for like the past 2 years to prepare for my album, which comes out in November 23rd. And this single I've got now called Let You Love Me is really exciting because it's the most like open I think I've ever been with my music. Usually my songs are like really upbeat and dancing, and this one's still upbeat, but it's actually kind of like a sad song at the same time. I wanted to do something that really represented my vulnerable side. So Let You Love Me is basically a song about not being able to open up and kind of not letting somebody in, and they could actually be the love of your life, you know? So yeah, that's what it is in a nutshell.
Is this the completely new spirit of the album as well?
Yeah, well, the album has songs that you might have already heard, like Your Song and Anywhere and Lonely Together and For You, the song I did with Liam Payne. So I kind of have like I think you guys know kind of the vibe already, but the rest of the album is full of like tricks and surprises.
Is there a tour coming up as well with the new album in next year, maybe?
So really exciting. I have my own tour that I'm going to do. I'm going to start it in Europe in next year. I'm going to announce it in January, and the tickets should be available next year. And I'm doing my dream, like my album tour, so I'm going to have amazing support acts, and we're going to start in Europe and then do the rest of the world.
How is life on tour for Rita Ora? Like, do you have a ritual before going on stage? Like something you do every single time?
I love to like it's so crazy because I'm not like as rock and roll as like everyone else. I'm a bit boring. Like I'm a really like I warm up, and then I like it has to be calm because I get really nervous like before every show, and 10 seconds before I get out there I have like my mind goes blank, and then I'm like, oh my god, I don't remember any of my words, any of my dance moves, and then I go out there and everything's fine. But like I have like a minute of panic, so I try and make it really calm.
Do you have something backstage, like special on your tour rider or stuff to calm down, and this is makes you comfortable?
I have like lots of things. I like, for some reason, when I get stressed, I like to eat. So I basically like have lots of snacks and sweets and stuff, and I have lots of hot sauces and teas and candles, and yeah, that's it.
And after stage time, how do you calm down? Are you an after show party kind of person, or do you watch a TV series, or what can we imagine?
After I perform, it's really funny because I also don't. I eat again. I love food. Like I get off stage and then I'm like, I suddenly, because my adrenaline kicks in, and then I'm like alive and like awake, and everyone's like, okay, we're going to sleep, and I'm like, what? I'm awake and alive. And so I don't know, I have like a drink to wind down or something, and yeah, chill out and stuff. And my dances are always fun, so we have like a little party backstage.
Really cool.
Yeah.
As I saw on your Instagram a couple of days ago, you are the first ever woman who was on the Esquire.
I know, yeah, it's so crazy.
What does that mean to you?
It's, you know, the Esquire is like, you know, it's historically known as a men's magazine. So it's very cool that a woman like I is on a cover in a country like the Middle East, because I just feel like it just shows that times are changing, and like we're evolving as women, and we're becoming kind of like on the same level as men, and it's really nice to be the first person to kind of open that door, and I hope many more magazines do the same.
What defines a strong, powerful woman for you in these days?
I think what defines a powerful woman is just somebody who's not afraid to speak their truth, and who sticks up for what they believe in, and who's themselves and comfortable in their own skin, and doesn't follow like the traditional like beautiful have to be in a magazine look. You know, someone that's really proud of who they are.
What is beauty for you?
Confidence. I think beauty is about, you know, encouraging each other, and you know, sticking up for each other, and making sure that we as women like represent each other and support each other, because it's very, very nice to do that.
What do you do on like I can imagine long travels, like on a plane from I don't know, maybe America to Europe back or something like that? What do you do? Are you a binge watcher kind of girl, or what do you do? You
know, when I travel, I usually like write songs, or I like write poems, or I write this book that I've been doing for a long time since I started traveling, called The Air Diaries. It's like I basically only write in the air. And I think it's really cool because everyone usually writes on the ground. So I only write stuff when I'm in the air, when it's like things that I see on planes, or like food that I don't like, or sometimes when I feel like someone's like acting weird on planes, like I just write everything down. Basically, don't sit next to me on a plane because you're going to be in my book.
Imagine there would be only one song as a collaboration left for you to do. With which one would you do that?
Wow, I have a lot of collaborations that I wish I could do. You know, I have a lot of dreams. Like my favorite band is No Doubt, which is like for me the coolest thing ever to even work with them. That would be awesome. But then I also want to do something with a band that like is completely left, like 1975 or like an Arctic Monkeys or something that's really like, wow, that's shocking because you wouldn't expect us to do something together. So yeah.